What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best pie crust cutters.
Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started.
Starting at number 5, we have the Nordic Ware Lattice and Hearts Pie Top Cutter. This red pie top crust cutter makes any pie look stunning with a fraction of the effort of a hand-woven lattice crust. Since it lends itself to frequent use and performed well in testing, we deemed it our best overall option. Use one side to make an easy flower-shaped lattice crust or flip it over to create a circle of open hearts on your pie crust. It's made of heavy plastic, and feels sturdy enough that we wouldn't worry about storing it away with other tools stacked on top of it. The instructions suggest using this like a large cookie cutter, by pressing it into the rolled-out dough from above. But we found this method didn't cleanly cut through all of the dough without an extreme amount of pressure. Instead, we laid our dough over the cutter and gently rolled it with a flat rolling pin, cleanly pressing the lattice shape into the dough from below and making perfectly clean cuts. Not only was the lattice pattern crisp and elegant, but the resulting pie baked up with a delicate lattice crust that was as beautiful as it was crispy. Moving on, at number 4, we have the YEFUI stainless steel roller cutter. We noticed that there was a small learning curve to using this lattice cutter. You'll have to make sure the edge of the dough isn't sticking to the inside of the wheels as you cut the dough. Begin rolling the cutter from either the top or bottom edge of your generously floured dough, stopping after about half of a rotation to gently remove any dough that may have clung to the wheels. From there, it's a smooth cut to the other side of the dough. Once you've rolled the cutter down the length of the dough, you'll gently pull the dough from the sides to spread the lattice out like an accordion, or a pair of fishnet stockings. Once cut, the lattice will expand to cover the width of the pie, but the length will stay the same. Plan accordingly, by making sure your dough is as long as you need it to be to cover the surface of your pie, although it only needs to be about half as wide. We found the lattice easy to stretch over the pie with attractive results, but don't worry if it takes 1 or 2 attempts to master. At number 3, we have the Wilton Pie Crust Cutter Sunflower. If you're looking for a pie crust cutter that will make your pies stand out, but still cover the majority of your pie, this might be the one. The sunflower design is a unique and beautiful upgrade to a simple vented pie crust. Old-fashioned looking itself, it's made of silver tin plate steel, and it wouldn't look out of place displayed on a kitchen wall. We liked that the cutter was especially easy to use, on par with a cookie cutter. The crust cutter is constructed in the shape of a flower, but the fluted outer edge is just a decorative way to hold the petal shapes of the cutter together and doesn't actually cut through the dough. The cutouts can be used to decorate the top of the crust in addition to the decorative vents the cutter makes. This sunflower cutter is easy enough to use for little hands, making your next pie making session a little more fun for everyone. At number 2, we have the Norpro stainless steel ravioli pastry wheel. This cutter provides a little versatility when it comes to cutting pie crusts and pasta, with both a straight cutting wheel as well as a fluted cutting wheel for a slightly more decorative cut. It's suitable for slicing through pie dough, pasta, or any other relatively thin or lightweight pastry dough like puff pastry or Danish dough. We sliced dozens of pieces of pie dough with both the straight and fluted wheels on this cutter. The wheels are a little looser than some of the other pastry wheels we tested, but performed well in both instances without veering off course. The wheel guard that attaches to the handle is a little longer because it's protecting 2 wheels instead of 1. We noticed that if you tend to hold the cutter at a low angle, the guard may drag in your dough while you're cutting. If that happens, you'll know to hold the cutter at a slightly higher angle for perfectly clean cuts. And finally, at number 1, we have the Ateco 6-wheel stainless steel cutter. This cutter is more heavy-duty than some other options. It has larger, slightly sharper wheels that make crisp cuts, and can slice through denser cookie dough, biscuit dough, semi-set tempered chocolate, laminated croissant and Danish dough, fondant, pasta sheets, and cracker dough for perfectly even slices. Since there's more to this cutter, it's noticeably heavier, but that extra weight helps to smoothly guide it through your dough with less effort than you might expect. The wheels and accordion construction are very sturdy and tighten into place without any wobbling, but since there are more moving parts, it's also more likely to be damaged if not treated with care. With long-term use, we noticed that the wing nut used to tighten and hold the accordion at the desired width may not get quite as tight over time. To keep it strong, completely loosen the wing nut when resizing and avoid collapsing or stretching the accordion while the wing nut is tightened, even a small amount. We also noticed that taking care to protect the wheels over time will help this tool stay precise. While this cutter is made of stainless steel and can be run through the dishwasher after an especially messy project, it's best to wash it with a dish brush by hand in hot, soapy water.
Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.